Hello and welcome back to Quiz Factor Deep Dive. Today we're covering the fundamentals of cloud computing, what it is, where it came from, and the 6 advantages every AWS Cloud Practitioner candidate needs to know cold. Let's get into it. Cloud computing is on-demand access to IT services, compute, networking, storage, and software provided by a third party, usually over the public internet. Instead of buying and managing your own infrastructure, you lease it from a provider, and you only pay for what you use. Here's something interesting. Cloud computing isn't brand new. It's existed in some form since the early internet. Remember Hotmail? Launched in 1996, now rebranded as Outlook. You didn't host your own email server, manage networking, or maintain email software. Hotmail's infrastructure handled all of that invisibly. Compare that to running your own email servers, buying hardware, managing networking, installing and maintaining software yourself. More cost, more overhead, more headaches. Today, cloud computing is mainstream, and for many companies and startups, it's the default choice. Amazon Web Services, AWS, is the largest cloud provider in the world, offering infrastructure, platforms, and software as consumable services. Instead of building your own environment, you consume what AWS has already built at a fraction of the cost with high availability, security, and resilience included. Now let's get into the 6 advantages AWS officially defines. The exam assumes you have these memorized, tied directly to the objective of defining the AWS cloud and its value proposition. Advantage 1, trade capital expense for variable expense. Traditionally, you'd buy expensive hardware up front. That's capital expense, CAPEX. With cloud computing, you pay only as you consume. That's operating expense, OPEX. This frees up capital for things that actually grow the business, like new products or marketing. Advantage 2, benefit from massive economies of scale. Individually, you'd pay retail rates for hardware. AWS hosts infrastructure for hundreds of thousands of customers and even manufactures components to their own specifications. That scale lets them negotiate better rates than any single business could, and those savings get passed down to you. Advantage 3, stop guessing capacity. Traditionally, you had to predict future demand and buy hardware accordingly. Guess too high, and you've wasted money on idle, depreciating resources. Guess too low, and customers suffer poor performance, damaging your reputation. With cloud computing, sophisticated automation tools scale your infrastructure up or down automatically based on real demand. No more guessing. You pay only for what you consume. Advantage 4, increased speed and agility. Need a new server? A few clicks, and it's running in minutes. Compare that to the old days, ordering hardware, waiting weeks for delivery, manually installing and securing everything. Cloud computing lets you spin up test environments fast and shut them down just as easily if a project doesn't work out, with zero physical wastage. Advantage 5, stop spending money running and maintaining data centers. Running your own infrastructure means real estate costs, cooling systems, maintenance contracts, and a dedicated engineering team just to keep things running. None of that adds value to your actual product. AWS takes all of it off your plate, dramatically reducing your real estate and utility costs. Advantage 6, go global in minutes. AWS operates data centers across multiple regions worldwide. Wherever your customers are, you can deploy resources close to them, reducing latency and improving their experience. This also supports disaster recovery and business continuity. Setting up your own physical data centers internationally would be massively expensive. With AWS, it's a configuration choice, not a multi-million-dollar investment. It also helps you meet compliance requirements around where data is stored. These 6 advantages aren't just marketing talking points. They represent a fundamental shift in how businesses think about IT infrastructure. Cost becomes flexible instead of fixed. Capacity becomes elastic instead of guessed. Speed becomes immediate instead of weeks long. And global reach becomes a few clicks away instead of a massive capital project. For your exam, remember, these 6 advantages tie directly to defining the AWS cloud and its value proposition. Know them cold, so there you have it. Cloud computing gives you on-demand access to IT services, and AWS's 6 advantages explain exactly why businesses are moving away from traditional infrastructure and embracing the cloud. If this helped, hit subscribe for more AWS Cloud Practitioner content, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now let me tell you something important. Most professional certification exams aren't just testing your knowledge. They're testing your speed, accuracy, and ability to perform under pressure. That's why practicing with real exam-style questions matters. Download QuizFactor A+. Get access to thousands of practice questions, timed quizzes, and realistic exam simulations designed to help you prepare smarter and walk into exam day with confidence. Find the link in the description.